Hi everyone, my name is Tomide Awe. I'm the founder of Olori, and Olori means queen in the Yoruba language of Nigeria, where I'm from, and we offer gorgeous Africa-inspired handbags that celebrate culture and heritage whilst empowering women. So as I mentioned, I'm from Nigeria, and I lived in Nigeria till I was 17 before moving out of the country for my studies in the UK and eventually the US. And one of the things that was quickly apparent to me when I left Nigeria was that my experience as an African was very different from the perception that people have of Africa. And when people think about Africa, the first thing that comes to mind is charity or poverty. And, it's unfortunate that those things do exist in Africa, but they exist everywhere as well. And so a lot of, Africans I speak to will tell you that there's so much more to Africa than that. And, given my experience, it became a mission of some sort to showcase the beauty of Africa as I know it, and make it accessible to the world, everyone from different backgrounds to be able to participate in it and enjoy it the way I know it. It feels great. One, I know Dagny Dover and Borough and they're amazing brands, and to be recognized alongside them, for me, that's a step in the right direction. And two, the retail, like the entrepreneurship group at Wharton or at Penn, it was very significant for me when I was starting. I got a number of grants to help me through the prototyping stage, and to continue to get that support even now and continue to be recognized by that, by the group. For me, it's just phenomenal. And as a small business, and even as a solo founder, a lot of people will tell you it's a lonely journey. But to continue to get these ticks and to be a part of, this, I think it's a phenomenal, platform for entrepreneurs at Wharton. For me, it feels really good, and I'm so thankful to the team, and I'm always willing to support as well any entrepreneurs that are coming out of Wharton. When I think about the way we give back or our social impact, I think about it in two ways. And the first is working to empower women in Nigeria. So doing that through the women-owned businesses that we work with. We currently work with 3 women-owned businesses, and they each employ, all 3 of them employ about 30 people that are actually making our fabrics. And that is super important to us, to ensure that they are empowered to fund the lives that they dream of, and for themselves and for their families. The other aspect of our impact is focused on girls' education in Africa. And so for every purchase that is made from Olori, a portion of that is dedicated towards tuition fees and just supporting education of girls in Africa. We've been able to sponsor several, hundreds of months of education, because that's how we measure it in terms of months of education. So we've been able to sponsor hundreds of months of education for girls in Africa, and we're really looking to do more of that in 2022 as we scale. I definitely see Olori as a social enterprise. Yes, I want people to buy the product because they like it, but one of the reasons why the impact was there was from day one was because I want us to be able to scale that impact. It's really crucial to me as we grow. And one of the reasons why it's actually important to me is because I'm a direct recipient of this kind of favor, if I may put it that way. My grandmother was not educated, even though her brothers were. And so she saw the significance or the impact of education on her siblings and ensured that my mom and all her siblings could also get an education. And in return, my mom became a champion for education. And that's why I have 3 degrees, including a Wharton MBA, right? And, my siblings also have multiple degrees. We have a neurosurgeon amongst us and engineers, and we're actually all outside of Nigeria making impact. And so for me, I see the value of just that one investment in one girl. It impacts generations after her, but it also goes beyond impacting her local environment to actually impacting people around the world. And so it's really crucial to me that as we grow, we actually scale our impact as well. And yeah, I would definitely consider us a social enterprise. Supply chain is still a nightmare. We first of all, it has impacted like shipping prices. Our products are not made here in the US, so shipping prices have just like gone up. That's one. But I think what is really painful is the lag, like the length of time that it has taken to be able to source every piece of our bags and actually get it made. So now we're looking at having to think about products, months ahead. And for a small business, when you're thinking about and investing in making a product months ahead and then realizing the revenue from that product later, that just puts a lot of strain on me, because like we have limited resources, we're still small and growing, and the closer that gap is, the better or the easier it is for us, just being able to recoup the investment faster. But the supply chain issue has meant that, even when we still have like our stock full, we need to like place an order, for restocking, right? And so one, that's risky in terms of like inventory, but two, it's just a lot of money that is left in that pocket that could otherwise be used perhaps for marketing and other things. So it's still a strain, it's still a challenge, but what can we do? For me as a founder is to continue to grow as a founder. There's so much growth that comes with building your own business, whether it's in terms of like managing people or thinking strategically or operationally, like there's so much growth that comes with that. And so for me, I do plan on continuing to grow. But for Olori, there's one, like I mentioned, there's always like strategic opportunities to think about. And so for us in 2022, we're really thinking about how to expand our digital marketing efforts to bring new people into like through the doors, like that's customer acquisition, right? And we started doing some of that in 2021, and we just want to do better in 2022. Secondly, something that we started working on in 2021 was having physical footprints in like boutiques or stores. And we want to expand more on that in 2022, given that it's working for us so far. And then, one of the things that my customers keep asking for is, more patterns, more colors. So I'm really excited to get into more of that in 2022 and have a lot more variety available for our customers.